No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Sir, what's your what do you expect's gonna happen?
I'm gonna fucking stall this bitch.
All right, let's see it. You killed it already?
Give it fucking gas.
Did you just let off the clutch without giving it gas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dumbass. Oh my god.
My boy's driving the manual Jeep. Ski, my boy. Okay, now go. Wait, actually just drive into a loop. See how mad she gets.
Dude,
Do a loop.
What's it called? This is fucking with my head so hard.
What?
The fucking
The shift
clutch
knob?
No,
I know!
Not the shift knob, the fucking clutch position, bro.
Yeah, I know.
It's in such a stupid area.
That's what I was trying to tell her. She's like, I like it. I was like, okay, well you like dick in your ass then.
I stop. Dick.
Fuck, dickhead, bitchhead, little whore, hoe. Yeah, my boy.
This is so scary driving this fucking car. I like how this is what we do during
This is what we do during photography class. Hey,
because Mr. Neil knows we're gonna get our shit
you mean
done.
Oates?
Or yeah, fuck, Mr. Oates. I know,
Rhodes.
he knows that we're gonna get our shit done.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You drive this way smoother than Ryan. Jesus Christ.
That's because I know how to fucking drive a car.
That's my girlfriend. She's mean to me. She beats me.
We all are okay with it too.
I know.
About one of the best fishermen in weed.
Oh, you're right about that.
Yeah, I know.
you're
That's how you get
Oh,
on
well,
the
without a
good
doubt,
side
I could outfish you with my with one leg and one arm.
You got food in here? Usually you got food somewhere.
Can you fish a spay rod?
I have. I don't.
Can you fish it consistently?
Do I
I
get
don't
one,
really
Neil?
like them that much.
Why not?
Thanks,
I don't know.
Neil.
I don't fish
Neil,
on
you're a
rivers
legend.
like that in my life.
You fish on the Klamath.
I hate fishing.
Neil,
with
you
stuff.
got a
The
fridge
switch
in
rod.
here?
It's too short.
We always
Yeah,
know how to
it's
fish
Neil.
in here.
When did you get a fridge
it's
in
between
here?
bonds, But for the
Forever?
Trinity,
What's up? You getting buff, my boy? You getting ripped? Sheesh. What you doing right now? Legs?
Well, right now we're about to go on a walk.
About to go on a walk.
I just hit like, I just doesn't
How much can you bench, bro?
bench. I think I did 90 the other day.
Hey, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Just started.
Oh my god. It's David. Oh my, stop. Go away. That's too sexy to be on video. Okay, hold on. Let me turn down my shit. I have some I want to say. Alright. So this is going on my personal vlog channel. All the shit that you saw before this is me and my boys fucking around. Now will all go on my personal vlog YouTube channel, which I need to do more content on because I just need to fucking pick up the goddamn camera and record. That's all you need to do deep down is just pick up the goddamn camera and record. But anyways, I have something I want to say, right? I'm in the process of starting a business right now. I'm trying to figure out what I want to file my business as with the state as a sole proprietor, an LLC, which stands for Limited Liability Corporation, a limited partnership, all of the things, a limited liability partnership. There's a few others. An S corp, an E corp, I think is. There's I don't know. I think E corp stands for Enterprise Corp. I'm not sure what it stands for. But that's not my point. My point is in the process of starting a business and starting a business where I have other people that I'm working with and people that are my friends and that I trust and what have you. I'm so goddamn tired, and this isn't just friends, this is just everyone in life, is that if you ever work with people and you put any trust on people, you'll learn very goddamn quickly that you cannot put much trust on many individuals. There's a few There's a few people that you can put a lot of trust on and believe that they're going to do something out of their own free will or out of their own will, goodwill or whatever, just to make something happen. But there's very few people that will do that for you. A lot of people that you work with, they're, as Kanye West said, there's this clip of Kanye West at 4 a.m. where he has people outside, where he has like the press and like journalists, if you even call those people journalists, outside of his house at 4 a.m. in the morning. And, he gets really pissed off at him. He's like, you blood-sucking leeches, you mosquitoes, go away, right? And like, I watched that video and I was like, damn, my man has a point, because there are so many people that want a piece of the pie, want to latch on to people that they see doing better, right? Like, why do you think like rich people get really offended and shit when like they ask, like when people ask for money from them and stuff? Is like, I don't blame them for their answers. It's like, people are like, they're rich, they should give money. No, they fucking should not, because they worked hard for their money. They did everything themselves. And when you have people that, when you're rich, start asking you for money, it's like, go away, you mosquito, you blood-sucking leech. It's the same thing. It's like, I hate that. I hate it. Instead of trying to latch on to me or somebody that's starting to gain success, all right, you have to put in the work too. You can't just latch on for the ride and just hope to be carried to the top. No, you have to put in. You have to put in that work. And if you don't put in that work, then you're gonna get kicked to the curb, and people are gonna judge you for that. But when you look at it from that perspective, it's like, well, they deserved it. That they made that choice for themselves. You know what I'm saying, right? It's like, if I work with somebody, right, and I'm like starting a business with somebody, right, and I'm doing all the legwork, and you're not doing anything, and you're not adding anything to this, then it's like, and then I ask questions. I'm like, well, do you want to still be? Yeah, I want to be a part. Well, you gotta start fucking showing it, mate, because you don't stop fucking showing it, then I'm a Conor McGregor your ass and knock your ass out of my circle, right? Well, like, rich people always say, I have a small circle. I wonder why. It's shit like this, man. It's shit like that. My mental health right now is so garbage, and that's not because my mental health is so garbage because I'm scared. I'm scared of not achieving success, and I'm scared of others around me not achieving success. I want people around me to succeed. I want to see people that have provided things for me to succeed, right? I want my friends to succeed. And when I hear my friends aren't succeeding, I feel bad for them and I want to help them out. But at the same time, if they're not willing to put in the work as well to get themselves out of the situation that they're in, then I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? But my mental health right now is so trash. Not to mention that I'm still struggling with my cyst thing. I haven't had to get brain surgery on it, luckily, but it's gotten worse, man. I ran a 5K. I ran a 22, 20 something, 29 5K, right? And I've ran a half marathon before. I ran 14 miles at a time before, and my head didn't hurt. And I was in March, and my head has gotten progressively worse to where even shorter distances make my head hurt. I will admit that I ran a 6:25 for my first mile. Went out way too goddamn fast for my 5K, but still, it's like I know that this shit's progressively getting worse. I can tell, right? And it's fucking with my mood, and it's fucking with how I treat people sometimes. Like, it fucks that. Like, sometimes I'll just blow up and shit, out of nowhere, and it's like, damn, who the hell's calling me? But okay, there we go. Back to what I was saying. Anyways, no, I'm just so I'm also worried because I look at shit around in my life, and I don't have a bad life, don't get me wrong, but I live with my grandma. We have It's a mobile. It's one of the mobile. It's not a mobile home, but it is. It's one of like, just standard manufactured house, right? And those are great, okay? But like I fucking just there's so many things that irk me in my life. It's like I never, ever, ever, when by the time that I'm my grandma's age, if I live in a manufactured home, I failed. Like, that's undisputable, right? And like our house is clean. It's just like not great because I mean it's just me and my grandma, and we have 3 dogs, and like it's clean, but it like like there's a shit ton of hair everywhere, right? And it's like that's not an issue, and I sound like such a dick complaining about that, but like it's those kinds of things that I see in my day every single day that's like makes me like, god damn, I need to do more, I need to work harder, and I'm already do so much, right? I already like I work a job, I ref. I'm not refing this weekend because I just need goddamn time for my mental health to see my girlfriend, to like just reset is what I need to do. I'm just like so over my head, with like my head thing, and just the amount I do the freelance. I'm trying to start the business. I try to do this. I'm working. I play cross country and swim. I swim and and I haven't been putting in as much time as the gym, even though we're in season. Like I should. I'm just because I'm not in the gym constantly, but I need to be in the gym more. Even though it's in season, like agility training is a thing, right? And like even just for my own health, man, like getting in the gym and getting fucking jacked is my goal. Like I saw my buddy, okay, his name's Ransom. I played soccer with him, Ransom Kenny, on Instagram. You can go check him out. But this man fucking gained 45 pounds in 6 months and got jacked. And I look at him and it's like, that proves that I can always be doing more. And I hate not being the best version of myself, which is so unfulfilling because you just go around and around and around and around in circles because you're just like, damn, I can do more, I can do more. And the only way the song Pursuit of Happiness by Kid Cudi is my life's mentality and my life story, okay? That song is a fucking masterpiece. It's so goddamn good and so goddamn true to how I think it's insane. I relate with that song so much, and there's a fucking deer in the middle of the road. Hey buddy, I'm gonna honk at your ass. Get the fuck out of my way. Get the fuck out. If you jet back out, I'm gonna jet into your family and then kill them all. Have a good day, Mr. Deer. Anyway, no, it says, I'm on the pursuit of happiness, and I know, I'll be fine once I get it, is a line in there. And it's like, he's on the pursuit of happiness, and he's like staying on the grind, and he knows that he is trying to achieve this success. He's trying to do this. He's trying over and over and over and over again, and he's just grinding his life away, and he's like, but he keeps telling himself, once I achieve what I want, I'll be fine once I get it, right? But then you also have these feelings, and it also states this in the song, is like, but what if I don't feel fine once I achieve my success, right? That's why I'm so like, I love the process and I love the game. I always have. Whenever I have fallen short, ever since my freshman year, right, when I got cut for the basketball team as a freshman, right, I ever since that moment, really, it's just been like, I've embraced the grind and I love it to death, right? And but I want one day to feel relieved from the grind, like I've achieved my success and I'm good, as what the song Pursuit of Happiness says. But at the same time, I love the grind and the process so much that I don't ever want it to end. But at the same time, it also does so much damage to my mental health. It's crazy. And I put so much on myself right? Like my movie that I was working on, it's not done, and I have footage just sitting there, but I don't even want to touch the footage and edit it until the movie is done being shot, because I had this feeling, it's like, fuck, if we never finish shooting this movie, I'm gonna have all this footage edited and ready to go, and it's just gonna sit there forever until the end of time, and that will pain me. That'll be one of my biggest, like, not necessarily regrets, because a lot of it was out of my control because of COVID and what have you, but it will just be one of my biggest, like, just sad things in my life. The very first real movie project I worked on was unable to achieve that was unable to be finished, and I hope to God that I finish it, but I hope and I pray that I finish it, but it's just like things like that. It's like whenever I start a project and I don't finish it, it's like it chips at me. It takes one little chip away from me, right? It just chips and chips and chips and chips away and away and away and away, and I can only, do so much. But at the same time, I know that I have an infinite amount of chips left, because I know no matter how many times it chips away at me, I will always, like, come back, and that's always refreshing to know that that's how I am. But at the same time, it's like, it's just damaged. It's done. I'm speaking at a whole level right now, and I just want people to know out there that that are creatively inclined and want more than what our parents had, and want to be that, and want to be in that 1%, and want to achieve things that no one in your family has ever achieved before. Like, I want you to know that you need to just go out there and get it, and give zero fucks, right? Obviously there's a circle that you're in, right? There's a circle of people that that you do give a fuck about, but outside of that circle, and you need to make that circle very goddamn clear, okay? And outside of that circle, you need to learn just not to give a fuck about anybody else, right? Like, that doesn't mean don't like people, right? And love people, and, like, respect people for what they do, but don't put so much trust and faith into what they say, because number one, they've never even done what you've done, because they've never, like, for example, right, my entrepreneurship teacher, also my baseball coach, a guy that I look up to a lot. He's a great guy. He's a great teacher, right? He was looking at my website though, and it was just over and over criticism, and I had nothing wrong with criticism, right? And I appreciated some of his criticism, but at the same time, do you even have the right to sit there and be like, well, I'm gonna judge this and this and this about your thing? And like, he had the class, like, ripping it apart too, not in a bad way, in a you need to do better way, but who are you to say to do better? Like, yeah, you're supposed to push me to do better, but you've never done what I'm doing. I can tell you that right now, right? So it's things like that that are really hard for me. Is like, well, I appreciate, like, they pointed out a small typo that I have on my website. I do appreciate things like that, right? Because it makes me look more professional, and it helps me with things like that. Typos happen all the fucking time, right? And especially when you have a small team of 5 guys that are teenagers that are trying to build a brand, like, typos are bound to fucking happen, right? Because we're just excited. We're just young, creative minds that just want to get the ball rolling, right? So we might miss the things that would make us look more professional, but at the same time, it's like, it would have eventually noticed it, would have eventually figured it out, and I didn't necessarily need you to tell me that, and I don't want you to, and I hope to God that you didn't, like, feel some sort of satisfaction from that, because, I mean, like, who are you, as in all of the people in the class, like, who are you to say anything? You're not doing shit. You're smoking weed and drinking beer on the weekends with the boys, right? Which, I don't have an issue with underage drinking. I really don't do it because it's illegal, but I don't really genuinely have an issue with it, right? But if you're not being a successful person, right, this is my rule of thumb when it comes to alcohol. I'm not going to admit that I've ever had alcohol because it is illegal, but I will say this, all right? If you're ever going to consume alcohol, you better have a celebratory reason for it, right? Like, I just landed a check for $3,000, right? Like, celebration time, right? It's things like that, right? And that's why I think a lot of people, rich people, drink a lot of alcohol, is because they actually have reasons to celebrate every single goddamn day, all right? But if you don't have reasons to celebrate every goddamn day, then what are you doing, right? Like, what are you doing? So that's my thing. Like, if you're not celebrating something, right, and if you're just working your goddamn 9-to-5 job, getting off, going home and having a bunch of beers, all right, and then repeating the process all over again, then what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, put the alcohol away until you actually achieve some success. Then you can start, and then instead of drinking that nasty ass, Bud Light, that Coors, all that shit, then you can actually buy yourself some expensive shit like some scotch, some whiskeys, and what have you, right? You can actually put some effort into your alcohol, man. Like, that's also another thing I gotta say is just like, people like, complain about shit all the goddamn time, but like you don't put in any effort to change it. Like, yeah, I took a day off from school today because I needed some fucking mental health rest. My mental health is not great right now. It's not great. It's pretty not great. But I will admit that to anybody and be like, I need to do this so I can be the best version of myself and achieve success. And you can be like, bro, I come to school even when I'm sick, homie. It's like, yeah, but you sit there and do nothing, right? All you're going to do is go to fucking school with your average ass grades, all right? Or maybe all you do is fucking school, man. And then you're going to get in the best fucking college ever, okay? And then you're going to get yourself your 6-figure job. All right, and your job is only going to increase like what, $5,000 in salary after 15 years of work, okay? And then you're just going to keep upgrading your lifestyle, never put any of it away. And then when you're talking to the guy that does your taxes for you, he's going to say you can't retire by the age of 65 because you don't have any fucking money, okay? I choose my route. Like, I have good grades. I have great grades. My grades at COS, because I do take college classes just to have something to fall back on, aren't great right now because I'm coming to realize that, honestly, college, I don't even know if I'm going to get my degree right. I might take a gap year because I am just so, like, college is such a fucking, like, it's almost a scam, but it's not. But, like, for certain things, like, it's really good. But for certain other things, like, I don't need my goddamn degree in videography and shit. The only thing that I'm paying for is connections at that point. And if I do online college, then it's not fucking worth my money. Okay? If I went on campus, it might be worth my money because I established connections. If I went to a place like USC or something like that, right? Like George Lucas, people that know fucking George Lucas are going to be there, right? But outside of that, like, what else am I paying for? A piece of paper? Fuck no. Anyway, I gotta go because I gotta go pick up my check from my work. But I just, this is a video. I probably will post the whole thing unedited, but Victorium 5, join the conquest, escape the rat race, become financially successful, and do all of this shit, man. That's all I gotta say. So this is JBZ out, Victorium5.com, baby.